Hey guys, what's up? So the rest of this month will basically be all top 10s, unless there's something I want to talk about. Maybe I'll do a top 5, but mostly the rest of this month is just going to be top 10s until we get into September. And so if you're wondering if I was going to review Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I watched it, but I really don't know what to say, except I enjoyed it. It's kind of fun, and it's just a nice little monster movie. Not really much to say in that regard. And I tried to do a review a couple times, but it just didn't come out the way I wanted to. So yeah, instead I'm just going to do top 10s for the rest of the month. So with that being said, this is a top 10 I wanted to do back in July, but stuff just kept getting in the way. And so now I'm doing it now. So here it is. This is my top 10 comic book cartoons. That's right. Just like I said I was going to do right around the middle of July. So for this top 10, it will not be one cartoon per character. Because certain characters, they've had multiple cartoon iterations and they've been good, so I had to put them both on this list. So with that being said, nostalgia glasses are on. Here we go. Number 10 is Teen Titans. Not Teen Titans Go. I never watched it, so I can't put that on the list. But I did watch the previous Teen Titans, which was on Cartoon Network before this one, and it was very interesting. A lot more mature and adult than you would think for something that called Teen Titans. But they definitely got the teen angst in this cartoon. There were some good episodes with how they change and how they are as a team and as friends. And so I did like that. There was a really good villain in this one, Slade. And there was some good voice acting with all the characters. The only one that was kind of childish was Starfire. But she came across as kind of naive, but innocent, and I like the way that her personality meshed with everybody else's. Nobody was really stereotypical, and nobody was really too annoying. And there was some good teamwork. You really felt that they were a team, and I really enjoyed that one. Number 9 is Justice League. Now, the DCEU has been getting a lot of crap recently. Maybe I'll do a haters club on it when Shazam or Aquaman comes out. But this is a good cartoon. So this was probably the last of the DC animated universe. Yeah, I believe it was. This one and another one that's going to be on the list. This one was on Cartoon Network, just like Teen Titans, and there was some good stories in this one. They actually did a good job letting each of the characters have their time to shine. It wasn't only Superman or only Batman. There were 2-part episodes where it focused mainly on Flash and Green Lantern, or Green Lantern and Hawkgirl, or Wonder Woman. They did a really good job of branching out, let the other characters shine. And what I liked is there were quite a few episodes where they actually questioned their teamwork in a sense, because they would be arguing, or no, you should be doing this, no, you should be doing that, no, we're not doing this right. And I liked that, and I liked some of the stories they did with this team. And it wasn't like, let's be a team, and now we're all buddy, and no, they weren't like that. Only Superman and Batman had a nice alliance and even a friendship. And that shows in one of the later episodes where you really tell that Batman really did consider Superman as a friend. And there's some really good stuff in that one. So, yeah, really good stuff. So if you see me looking over here, I have my list on my left. So if I look this way, I'm just looking at it. So number 8 is X-Men Evolution. Yes, X-Men Evolution is number 8, and man, for an early 2000s cartoon, this one only lasted I think 2 seasons, maybe 3, but it definitely did a good job of making these characters from that were adult and making them teenagers and still having their personalities for the most part stay the same, but still have that teenage anxiety, teenage angst, you want to call it, and teenage problems. And that's one of the strong suits of this cartoon, was the real high school and teenage drama that these students go through, not just being mutants, but just being a teenager. And the cartoon really did a good job with that. And not to mention, they didn't do this group is bad and this group is good. They actually had the good group, a couple of them actually fraternizing with the bad group, and even kind of coming together to face a common enemy. There's some really good stuff here. And unfortunately, after the season 3 finale, well, that was it. And there was so much they were basically setting up, like, oh, this could, I saw this, I saw that happening in the future, and then nothing came of it. And so yeah, I was disappointed with that. The fact that it did end, because I really enjoyed it, and also it felt like the students were about to graduate high school too, so we could have actually seen them become adults and grow from there. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Number 7, make sure this way. Number 7 is Static Shock, the other cartoon that came out around the same time as Justice League and was the last leg of the DC animated universe. Now what's interesting is that the same person who voiced Virgil Hawkins and is the same person who also voiced Jon Stewart in the Justice League cartoon. So when they did those crossover episodes, he was basically talking to himself. And man, this guy has done so many great voices. I forget his name. If somebody could tell me what his name is in the comics, I'd appreciate it. Because right now I'm drawing a blank. And I really like his work because he's such a good voice actor. So many different characters. And this is one of my favorites with Virgil Hawkins, because what I really liked about this show was that they didn't make it urban. And they didn't make it a black cartoon. Virgil really did come across as just a regular kid. He was basically like Spider-Man in a sense, and it was done very well. I like what they did with Virgil Hawkins. I like his relationship with Richie, with his sister, with his dad, with the other people in the school, and I liked some of his villains. He had a very good rogues gallery, in my opinion, and not to mention, this show did a good job of having some episodes that you could call after school episodes without actually being after school specials. You know, they talked about, gun violence and gang activity and, things like that. Not to mention, there were a couple of episodes where they kind of head faked you with one character thinking that they're the villain, and then no, it's actually this person, and the other person was basically just being set up. And I liked that, and they showed that not to basically not judge a book by its cover, and that this person, yes, they had their problems, but they're trying to better themselves. And I like that sort of thing. I like cartoons and shows that are willing to take a chance. And I'm guessing now their cartoons are doing that more these days, but I don't watch a lot of cartoons, especially from the States, and because I'm very busy with stuff for the most part. So this was kind of like my last gasp of new cartoons that I watched. So enough of my bantering. Number 6 is Batman Beyond. Yes, don't get angry at me yet. So I like Batman Beyond. It was a good cartoon. Again, it's kind of a Spider-Man-esque cartoon with a young teenager trying to take on the mantle of Batman without the decades of experience as Batman. And I know some people didn't like it because it's too much like a Spider-Man cartoon. Yeah, but it's a good cartoon that's like Spider-Man. It'd be one thing if it sucked. This is actually good. I like Terry McGinnis, and I like the way that he does kind of have faults, and he doesn't know what he's doing some of the times. He's flying by the seat of his pants, but he doesn't do it as much in the later episodes. Unfortunately, I think there's another cartoon that only went 3 seasons, and it could have gone for a 4th one. And if I remember correctly, one of the episodes was actually postponed or even banned from the air because it dealt with a terrorist attack, and it was after 9/11. So no, we're not going to watch that at that time. America was not willing to watch that. So I think it's a good show, and it has a good cartoon movie that is a nice little, I guess, a true series finale with the Return of the Joker. Good movie, you should check it out. And so yeah, good stuff. Like Terry, like his relationship with Bruce, with his family, with his friends, and with his girlfriend. And there's stuff going on right now in the comic book of Batman Beyond that I wish they had done in the cartoon, or unfortunately this probably will not get a reboot, especially with how things are going. There's not really a, I guess, demand for Batman Beyond cartoon, so I don't see that happening. But yeah, I would like to see it come back, but I doubt it. So that's it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 as I get into my top 5 comic book cartoons. So stay tuned. Bye.